suspected her second scheme. "Unlike the average farmer, you never had any trouble getting laid." My guess is that by average farmer, she meant herself. Anyway, when I asked Nina what Clarissa thought of Burgundy, she rolled her eyes. According to her, Dr. Muller will get out of here as fast as lightning the day her research at the grotto is done. Of course she would. I don't know where Nina gets her romantic notions about country life from, but running a big farm is one of the hardest jobs I can think of. A cheerful "hello," uttered in the world's most pleasing voice, brings me back to the present moment. Clarissa has arrived, sharp on time. Dressed in a silky white blouse, black pants, a tailored black jacket, and a pretty scarf around her neck, she's as classy as ever. Another friend of mine, Danny, who came along on my third tour, claimed she wasn't beautiful. Then again, Danny's standard for female beauty is Pamela Anderson from Baywatch. Clarissa's breasts are pert little handfuls, nowhere near Pamela's cup range. The tip of her thin, high-bridged nose looks down. She wears glasses, very little makeup, and has naturally brown hair. And yet, to me, she's the sexiest thing alive. Maybe I have a hand fetish. Clarissa's delicate, long-fingered hands are out of this world, but they aren't the only thing she has going for her. On my first and fourth visits, she wore a skirt, giving me a chance to see her shapely long legs. Not just see them, study them, caress them with my gaze and commit their lines to memory. Then there's her voice. Its clear, velvety sound makes my heart beat faster. Her intelligent gaze turns my brain to pulp, so much so that I still haven't plucked up the courage to ask her my prepared questions during the tour and ask her out after the tour. Clarissa's competence and subtle humor leave me in awe. As for the grace with which she carries herself, it has my cock on speed dial. "Stop staring. You'll burn a hole through her," Aunt Chantal whispers with an amused smile on her face as she sails past me. Great. I can see her calling my mother the moment I'm out of earshot to tell her what she thinks about my 5th visit. Blanket denial combined with insinuation that the woman is so bored with her job she sees things that don't exist will be my best line of defense. Aunt Chantal unlocks the heavy door and ushers everyone in before closing it behind us. I guess the animals painted on these walls are too precious to risk some moron creeping in at night and spraying his own version of a wild beast over them. "Bone fragments and tools made by the Neanderthal man who lived here some 60,000 years ago were found in the Bison Cave and Hyena Cave," Clarissa explains as we begin the tour. Having taken it 4 times already, I know what comes next, even though she does improvise a lot. The group hangs on her every word, staring at the masterfully painted reindeer, mammoths, rhinos, and horses. "This beautiful Paleolithic art you're looking at," Clarissa says, "is the work of the Cro-Magnon, the modern humans who moved in here some 40,000 years ago." As she takes us to the Mammoth Hall, the largest of the interconnected caves, she explains that until 2 decades ago, no one knew about the existence of the paintings. Tourists came to the grotto to admire its stalactites, stalagmites, and underground lakes. They were given a piece of stalactite as a souvenir at the end of the visit, and they left unaware that these caves held an extraordinary human-made treasure hidden under a layer of calcite. As we progress from cave to cave, I keep staring at Clarissa. She doesn't look at me, not once. All too soon the tour is over. Several visitors surround Clarissa to ask her questions. I hover by the entrance for a few minutes, and then stride out and get into my car. As I drive off, I decide that I should forget about her. It's foolish to expect Dr. Muller, a lady and a scholar, the young and ambitious curator of the Darcy Grotto Museum, to care for a local farmer. She could also be frigid. Alternatively, she could be only interested in older men. Or women. Or group sex. And even if I did manage to get under her skirt, what would be the point? I'll give her my heart. She practically has it already. But the moment there's an opening in some fancy museum in Paris or another big city, she'll zoom out of here like a meteor. Ah, the voice of reason. Thank you. I'm giving up.
Chapter 2. Clarissa. After dessert, everyone moves to the drawing room, splitting into small groups. The butler serves a selection of sweet wines for the ladies, whiskey and eau de vie for gentlemen, coffee for me, and a spiced chai tea for the mayor's wife. Geneviève sits down by my side on the sofa and spends a few moments watching me watch